Welcome back to the latest anime news for the week ending February 19th, 2023. I totally didn't check the date. And we'll start with some weird anime news. Tatsuo Sato is back directing an anime about a demon lord.
This is a totally new concept.
Exactly. I've never heard of this before. Now,
No.
Steve, are you familiar with Tatsuo Sato?
Not so much, I don't think.
He is not very well known, except that he directed this little anime called Martian Successor to Desco.
Okay, I do know that. Okay.
And and it was kind of assumed he would go on to this amazing, brilliant career, and he's just made some, various things, some really cool things I like, but certainly not to the level of sort of iconicness of Nadesco. And this is his new thing. It is called Help. Basically, a hero has defeated the demon lord, and so the demon kingdom is now searching for a new demon lord, meaning there is, of course, a tournament. And various demons show up at the tournament. There is a great surprise by the annoyed demon girl you see on the side when a human enters the tournament and proceeds to exclaim "Death to all humans," and then starts the tournament. So wackiness presumably ensues.
Yes. Helk
is the
it's kind of like something you do when you eat too fast. Helk.
Help. As an idea, so stuff he's involved in, either director or series composition, Tatsuo Sato, Argevolen, Atom the Beginning, Bosquash, which was directed by Shoji Kawamori, Bodacious Space Pirates,
of course,
Cat Soup.
Well, there you go.
Gaki Deka, which I'm not familiar with, Helk. Chief director of Lagrange, the Flower of Rene. Director of Lika-chan, Lord Marksman and Vanadis, Nadesco. Let's see here. Ninja Scroll TV.
Because Ninja Scroll, the movie, was not enough.
Right. Shigofumi Letters from the Departed, Soar Hai Isami, Stelvia, which was another pretty well-known one, and Tokyo Tribe 2. Which, to be clear,
there's a second Tokyo Tribe?
Well, apparently, I'm a little unclear. Apparently, the title is Tokyo Tribe 2.
Okay.
I believe there was a Tokyo Tribes manga, and they adapted it as there's a the official TV adaptation is named Tokyo Tribe 2.
Huh. Okay.
So I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, he's got quite a list of credits. So
yeah, he's working.
He's working.
He's
intriguing.
Working. Yeah.
And this is definitely more the vibe of a Nadesco.
Yeah. Well, it's as I'm looking at the image here of the demon princess, I guess. I don't know.
Whatever. Yeah.
If you look just at the eyes and the face, that is like Nadesco right there. That style is like definitely right there. Now that you say it, I'm just like, yep, there it is.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yep. So we'll see. Hopefully it's fun. Hopefully it's a twist in the formula. Something that was not a twist on the formula apparently was the My Neighbor Totoro stage play in London. Nominated for 9 awards.
Wow.
At the Theatrical What's on Stage Awards. It won 5 of them.
Nice.
Best set design, best lighting design, best sound design, best direction, and best musical direction / supervision. Nominated by 4 others. More nominations than any other stage production this year.
Wow.
So
it is Totoro.
Well done. Yeah, it beat out Oklahoma at the Young Vic. Most nominations.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a 15-week run presented by the RSC and Joe Hisaishi, who was the executive producer for the play. So,
wow, indeed. Good on them. Good on them.
Yeah, I really want to see what that looks like now.
Now, are they gonna do you think they'll maybe have filmed? I'm sure they have filmed a production or two, or a performance or two.
They've got to have filmed
something
copies somewhere.
Yeah,
because I really want to see that. I'm also curious because I don't see confirmation here, but like they're saying when they were interviewed, they were like we can't use kids, right?
Yeah.
Like it's such a physical production. Like there's so many things going on. Like we're not gonna be able to find an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old or whatever to
Right.
happen. So that's curious.
Yeah.
So yeah, here's hoping. Moving on to announcements. The big one this week, I would say, would be the Netflix dropping 4 minutes of Pluto on the world. This is the adaptation of Naoki Urasawa's adaptation of an Osamu Tezuka story, arguably one of the biggest Osamu Tezuka stories, the greatest boy on earth, I think. Greatest robot on earth? Greatest robot on earth. Story on an Astro Boy, adapted by Urasawa as an 8-volume manga, and now being adapted by Netflix.
Wow. It was definitely, they spent the monies on that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They definitely did.
Now, let me ask you this. So the trailer is just like a 4-minute clip segment of the episode. What did you think? Like, what was your reaction watching that clip?
If you are looking for Astro Boy, this is probably not going to be it. There are, I kind of want to talk about it, but I'm trying not to spoil it because there are elements in here. Okay, so the guy in the picture on the upper right hand appears to be, I guess, a detective of sorts, and he has capabilities that appear. And I just want to put it that way because it's the way that it's presented is in such an understated but really brilliant way, and it's just kind of like, oh, okay, wow, that's a thing that happens. And then you have a creepy villain kind of thing going on with being able to puke out nano insects, and then you have a girl that's petting great cats, tigers, lions, and not bears, but oh my. And she's yelling at the little boy who's front and center, and who I'm assuming is Pluto. It definitely looks like it's going to be a kind of a slow start into an apocalyptic finish. It feels like,
So yes, well put. I will say one thing: that little boy in the center is Astro Boy.
Yeah,
that's Adam in Tezuka's version. So yeah,
yeah,
interesting stuff. So yeah,
it's and it's just beautiful. I mean, the whole thing was just really, the animation is really well done. And when they bring in the cityscape, you're just gonna be like, that reminds me of how many anime that has that brilliant of a landscape,
Yeah,
it's definitely like,
yeah. It actually reminded me quite a bit of Metropolis, which I was very happy with. I was like, yep, if that's where you want to go there.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm very happy. I think this feels right.
Yeah. And when is this supposed to drop, or has it dropped?
It has not dropped yet. I believe. It is scheduled for this year.
Oh, one of those. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll keep watching on my Netflix.
Yeah. They did confirm like some of the Japanese voice cast and such. So
gotcha.
It is on its way. But yeah, I'm intrigued. Here's hoping.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Also announced. Now it should be made clear. It was already announced that a Pluto anime was coming. What we had not known is that Netflix definitely had it. Like there were rumors, and that it looked this good. What we did not know also was an announcement this week that an adaptation of the Apothecary Diaries, a manga which is I would say more in the shoujo vein, about an apothecary girl in Imperial China, living in the imperial court and getting involved in all of the intrigue thereof. Now, Steve, I know you saw the trailer. What were your thoughts there?
Well, this is, as I said, as after the trail, like this is so in my wheelhouse because I'm really, I'm just a nerd for those Chinese court dramas, imperial court drama, and this is definitely it. It's again, it seems like they spent money on the animation on this.
Yeah,
And it's really beautiful. And even from the clip that we watched with no subtitles or anything, you get the story right away.
Yeah.
And it's very intriguing. And again, it's very much a imperial court drama. And I'm actually, having saw that, I've never read the manga, so I'm kind of curious about the manga. And yeah, this just looks, you just see the backside of her on this, but she's just a comely maiden who knows a thing or two about Apothecary, and she's clearly in this story of like trying to figure things out. There's a visual of a woman who's kind of has wasting away, so to speak, and you see her in a pose of just like, and, like, in the place where all the ingredients and stuff are. So it's definitely, there's a story here of why is this woman wasting away, and can we save her, and da 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 da. And then of course you have Pretty Boy.
Hi
there. And so she's just spitting, I guess, a little bit. But we shall see. I'm definitely going to check this one out, just because it just does just go right up there.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
One thing I was glad to see was the sort of variety of facial expressions on her. It sort of bounces around. There's some comedic stuff as well. Something the manga does a lot is having, sort of the overtop manga expressions in certain moments, but also the really serious, complicated stuff. Very detailed manga too, by the way. Like, if you like the sort of sumptuous interior stuff of that, they do a good job there. So yeah, I'm excited about this one too. I think they did it well. I'll also be curious. One of the things I noticed near the end, there's a ongoing plot point about the fact that the girl has freckles, because that is in Imperial Japan not a good thing,
right?
And that is kind of her mark of ugliness throughout the story. So
yeah,
and you can see it a little bit here and there. So I'm wondering how much will be, because that is not easy to animate. So we'll see how much they feature that. Let's see here. There's this company called Sanrio. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Something in the vague messages of my mind.
They make a few dollars here and there.
Yeah, something that there's an image of something I'm not quite sure. Kitty-esque.
Hello Cat, something like that.
Something. Yeah.
Well, they've announced a new web anime series, or a new short anime series on YouTube called Kuromi's Pretty Journey, and it's featuring their character Kuromi, who I believe is a relatively new character in their lineup. I am not sure. According to the Hello Kitty wiki, Kuromi is My Melody's rival. She's a white rabbit or imp-like creature wearing a black jester's hat with a pink skull on the front and a black devil's tail. The facial expression on the skull, of course, changes to match Kuromi's mood. Her birthday is Halloween.
Of course.
And she's designed to look a little bit like Pichu from Pokemon and such things. Turns out My Melody is Hello Kitty's best friend. Okay.
Sure.
Boy, talk about a franchise I have no connection to whatsoever. So yes, that is a new web series coming out. Looks like all the cuteness.
All the saccharine cuteness right there. Here
diabetes all day. It should be fun. And it's coming out, I mean, looks like
so kids, don't forget when you're watching the Kuromi's Pretty Journey, that you get the Sanrio approved candies, Hello Kitty candies, and that you have your proper attire, Sanrio attire and Pretty Kitty attire and all that stuff before you watch this show, because this has nothing to do with any cash grab whatsoever. No, not at all. This is just purely for your entertainment. Don't buy anything. You don't need them.
exactly. Yeah.
You're not gonna be slapped in the face with a 2x4 saying buy our stuff. Not at all.
Yeah, I'll be very curious to see how blatant it is. It was also, there's another announcement this week, and it would be small other than the name involved. Do you remember MAIM Warrior at the Border? Oops, this is the wrong one. Never mind. We're going to hide that for a second. There we go. Do you remember mecha anime from like a year or two ago called MAIM Warrior at the Borderline? It was done by Sunrise Beyond. So it looked like Gundam. It had a teen boy who sort of stumbled into a locked mecha.
And he's gadget. Okay,
and there's a little like floating thing.
Right, yeah.
So it came out, it got its fans, but it, as far as I know, it was not a huge success. Sunrise Beyond announced there's going to be a new work titled Kyoko no Soki within the MAIM world.
Okay.
No announcement of the format of the project. However, Masami Obari is planning and directing the project. Now, Obari is known for doing a lot of mecha series and for liking the Gainax bounce.
Okay.
So his characters, and he tends to do character design. He tends to like female women who are heavily blessed, shall we say.
Oh, well, you know.
Mm-hmm. If you've seen Angel Blade, if you've seen...
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Madeline Toshinden.
Yes.
So that style.
Gotcha.
Now, that said, he also worked on Bubblegum Crisis as series director for episode 6. What were some of the other big... He worked on AD Police, animation director. Let's see here. Fatal Fury, but also Dankugar, Gal Force, Gundam Build Fighters, Gundam Build Divers. What's some of the other? Dankuga, Dragonar, Mazin Kaiser as an animator. Some other Gundam projects. Some of the other big mecha things. Robot Girl Z, key animation. Super Robot Wars OG the Inspector directed that. So a bunch of different stuff. He actually did illustrations for original Transformers, which is pretty cool.
Oh wow.
Gal Kaiser, that's the other one I was thinking of. Voogie's Angel. So that kind of a guy. So he's working on this. He's working on the new. It's just not the kind of tone I would have expected.
Jeez.
So I don't know. I'm curious.
We shall see.
Exactly. He's also interesting because like a lot of his credits are like key animation. He is a full-scale key animator. He's often just brought in to help out on animation done stuff or doing just occasional works. He worked on the second opening credit sequence for Dororo.
Okay.
So clearly he has some cred.
Right, yeah.
I don't know. Who knows? But cool, good for him.
We will probably see it in the next whatchamacallit, next season preview.
Hey, exactly. Here's open. Let's see here. Moving on to some regular old anime news. The new Demon Slayer movie is back in theaters. It is, or is in theaters, I should say. Ranked at number 1 for its second weekend. That said, doing pretty well. $4.3 million in tickets. Cool. 400,000 tickets total, and a cumulative $15 million across both weekends. They're doing quite well. And that is after 2 weekends pushing first Slam Dunk, the Slam Dunk anime film, down to number 2 on its 11th weekend.
Wow.
So no problem there.
Yeah.
Slam Dunk film has made $78 million.
That's a franchise that'll never go away.
Yeah. By the way, Slam Dunk just surpassed the 4th Eva Rebuild film.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's doing fine.
They made their money. They made their money back.
Yes. All those years of slam dunk is turning into a slam dunk at the theaters. Exactly. Meanwhile, Viz has added a bunch of anime to its YouTube channel for free.
Yes.
So
Yay.
if you want to check out Death Note, all of it.
Yep.
Inuyasha, all of it. A bunch of Hunter x Hunter, Mr. Osamatsu, Naruto, all of Sailor Moon. They're all on the Viz channel.
Nice.
Yeah. Also,
I mean, that's.
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's kind of interesting that they would do that for like the franchises, you know, the really solid franchises, and they just put them out there on YouTube on the channel, and just it's a great way, I think, for them to go, isn't this good stuff? Here we go, buy.
Yeah.
Here, buy. But it's just like if you're an Adult Swim person, this is definitely what you're gonna gravitate towards.
Absolutely. Excuse me. What's also interesting is that Viz had a bunch of stuff on Hulu back in the day, and they pulled all of that in 2020. Or they pulled basically this stuff in 2020.
Yeah.
So a lot of this stuff is now apparently they switched over to YouTube, which kind of surprises me that YouTube is now considered, at least in this case, a better platform than Hulu from a money perspective.
I think what had happened was that, and this is speculation on my part. I think what happened was when they were on Hulu, which is of course a paid streaming site. They don't. I don't think it grabbed the people that they were hoping to grab. I don't think it was quite doing what Netflix was doing once Netflix finally fixed the anime formula.
Yeah.
So I think they just kind of said, well, these are popular popular properties, but we're not getting the demographic that we want, which is younger people. And by Viz doing this to putting to YouTube, while it does provide it for free, there's that whole other side of the coin of franchise that is just like, someone's going to watch this for free and they're going to be like, oh, here's this stuff, and I can get the manga, I can get the thing.
I also wonder if even just a few years ago, YouTube was still seen as the site where pirated anime was posted.
Right.
And so the Japanese licensors were like, no, put it on something legit that we know of.
Yeah.
And nowadays, like, oh yeah, I mean, there's Hollywood movies on there, so forth. It's fine.
Well, and this just literally just flashed into my brain just this moment. It could also, because as you said, we're saying that, I was just like, well, yeah, the pirating. Oh, wait a minute. If you create a channel, right, and you're putting your own licensed stuff on there, and YouTube has you can buy YouTube TV.
Yep.
Do we think that maybe that this is a precursor, or this might be the formula saying we're taking some of the other stuff, grabbing you in here, and then we're going to have newer stuff that we're going to pull in, and maybe try and get some monies out of YouTube that way?
Possible. I mean, excuse me, gosh. These are definitely all older titles. So it feels like this is a relative foot in the water of testing the waters to see, okay, we'll put this out there. How much money do we make? How many views do we get? This may sound crass, but kind of like, how much more money are we ever going to make off Death Note? Right. So it's like, fine, we'll put it out there. We'll make whatever cash we can off of it. And then if this does become like a relative hub for fans to come and check this out, then that makes life a lot easier for us.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense. So who knows?
But still good on them, because I still like watching me some Inuyasha every now and again.
Exactly. Yeah. Nice that there'll be a space to get it.
Yes.
Let's see here. Also this week, Crunchyroll has added a bunch of Demon Slayer shorts to its service. So these are some apparently just some cute little oddball Demon Slayer anime shorts you can watch up there, including some Valentine's themed episodes. Sounds fun. And finally, sadly, I must tell the story that Osamu Tezuka has passed away.
Really?
Yeah, not that Osamu Tezuka.
Yeah. I'm like,
the CEO and president of Toei Company, TOEI, who just coincidentally, no relation to the manga creator, Osamu Tezuka, passed away at the age of only 62.
Oof. What happened?
I do not know. There's nothing in the information here that I can tell. I will look up a little bit and see if I can find anything. Everything I can see is in Japanese, sadly. So unknown, but the managing director and chairman Noriyuki Tada will be taking over. Yeah, always sad when that occurs.
Yes.
So best of luck to Toei in their future endeavors. That's all the news for this week. Thanks for watching. See you next week.
See ya.